172. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, it's vlog 173. If I'm not, I'm surprised, but I think it is. Yeah, it is vlog 172. That's crazy how I'm actually correct. But I wanted to talk about a few things. Why does it not say I'm live? There it goes. There it is. All right, but I wanted to talk about a few things before I just talk, because I need a minute to just talk. Today is not weird, but it's not bad either. All right, but I wanted to talk about how my day's going today, especially after Sonic and Knuckles, that live stream and how it made me feel. I want to talk about voiceovers. I want to talk about the whole shortage incident, and we're gonna start out with the shortage incident once I share the stream on Discord and stuff. Okay. Hey. Okay, I'm back. Alright. I don't know why my stream's got a lag, but so let's talk about the shortage incident. So I want to give you guys an update on that, and I need to show y'all if I'm okay or whatever. So I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So again, me and Louie changed our bed setup a little bit because of the incident. Basically, to explain this whole thing, basically my power cord, one of these, which is an extender, basically short-circuited and almost had leakage of oil and all that other sort of shit going on in it. And me and my brother, we were woken up by the sparks of my other extension that looks exactly like that one. Right here, it's placed right here. And basically, we had to pull out all of our plugs, aka for my headphones, my tablet charger I'm using to stream this right now, my brother's phone, his headphone plugs, all that stuff had to be taken off, like out of that charger. We had to throw that charger away. And my last vlog explains the situation. My last vlog explains the situation, but I just want to tell y'all, like, here's the update, right? He told me about it in Discord, and I'm glad you guys are both safe and okay. Yeah. So, I'm just going to explain it here because I didn't make the follow-up vlog to explain it. But basically, we had to completely throw that cord away. And after throwing that cord away, the whole room smelled like, to describe it, the whole room smelled like battery acid. And where am I? I have no idea other than this stream. But, basically, yeah, the whole room for, like, that entire day smells like battery acid. Matter of fact, if I go near the front door, excuse me, or I think walk a little bit, yeah, a little bit on coming in here, it still smells like battery acid a day or so after the event, right? After we took that plug out completely. And for most of that day, basically, me and Louie, we were kind of in shock. Like, obviously, you guys can see at the beginning of that vlog, we were in shock about the whole incident. I remember a long time later, I got Chris and Nick on call, told them about it on vlog. Y'all saw that. And me, Nick, and Chris kind of talked for the rest of that day. But anyways, what ended up happening after all that is obviously me, Chris, and Nick hung out. We did a lot of things that night. It was a whole thing. Sorry. It's just that neighbors have been blasting music all fucking, or not all day, but a good chunk of, a little bit of, basically just been blasting music for no reason other than, I guess, for fixing something or a party or something. I have no idea. Anyways, so, other than that, me and my brother got, like, a new cord, and the whole reason, by the way, my bad, before I talk about the new extension cord thingy, the reason the whole thing fucking short-circuited and almost went up into smoke was because the fridge, we had this fridge in the extension shit, and the mini fridge is not supposed to be in one of our extenders, okay? It's supposed to go into a normal outlet like this one. But, my dad's been saying a lot that, nah, it's not just because of that. It's mainly because, we're already using so much power in this room. I think that's also another reason why it short-circuited, was because there was so much power going into here. You had the PS3, the Wii, the Switch, the PS5, the TV. Welcome, Owen. My bad for not saying anything. I'm focusing on what I'm talking about here. We had all the consoles, the TV, our tablets, phones, all that shit using up the same electricity line throughout the whole freaking room and stuff, right? So basically, we were using so much power. My dad was saying that's why it short circuited, but in my opinion, I think it was because of the heat and the mini fridge also being plugged into that extension, which the extension couldn't power it anymore and it caused an issue. So, what me and Louie did was not only try to find outlets in this room that work, because the outlet at the front door barely works. We decided to use this outlet for my iPhone right here, and the fridge itself to be powered on and work over here. So we changed that out. My dad, a couple hours later yesterday, gave me this smaller extension shit that me and Louie use for my tablet to charge and my brother's phone to charge. And since we're not using it, I'm probably going to unplug it again, because they also told me on that extension, because I make sure to read the directions of extension cords now, that if you're not using it, unplug it from the wall. So that way, the extension doesn't overheat, all that other sort of stuff. And plus, it's really hot here, so it's really easy for all that stuff to, get heated, overloaded, all that other sort of shit. So that's interesting, right? I was wondering where was Al Borden been out. I've been uploading. I've been streaming every day. But anyway, so that's the whole update with everything that happened, right? The room smelled like just fucking battery acid for like the whole day. It smelled awful. We got rid of that extension that day. I made sure to leave the door open for most of the day yesterday. Me and my brother decided to change up our bed. Instead of sleeping against that wall, we sleep up against this wall now. Did it blow up? No, it didn't blow up, but, if we didn't catch it, and it went on for a lot longer, it probably could have. And it probably could have been way worse than what it was. If Louie didn't catch it, Louie and I didn't wake up to catch the shit happening and all that. But anyways. So, and don't worry, none of our shit in the fridge melted. Where was it at? It was right here. It happened all right here. That's what I was saying earlier. It happened all right here. I thought it was going to be this one. But no, thank God it wasn't that one, because that would have fried our Wii, Switch, PS5. We wouldn't have enough. Well, we'd still have our tablets, but we wouldn't have a whole lot of things to do if it happened over there on that extension, which surprisingly it hasn't. But now I'm kind of cautious. Ever since that incident happened, I've been really cautious. Was it burning or what happened? I've already explained it in this vlog earlier. You got to rewind this stream or go to my other one to find out. Because I'm starting not to repeat myself too much, because I notice in my videos I repeat myself a lot. So, I'm trying my best to, undermine repeating myself too much. Even though I just repeated that 2 times. But anyways, other than that, I'm okay. For everyone that wants to know, I'm okay. My dad figured out a way to get me a new extension shit for our devices and stuff, and I'm making sure to keep everything in line. I've been extra careful with plugs, outlets, all the other sort of stuff. And I made sure Louie was okay, because Louie was feeling like a little off all day from that. Like, for example, like what I mean by off, as in like, my brother was feeling a little shaky about it, because, he's never been in an incident like that. Neither have I, so I made sure he was all right about the whole thing. Like, are you feeling better about it? Like, not better about it, but more like, are you feeling better? Is it not affecting you anymore? Because Louie takes a minute. When something, depending on what it is that bugs him, Louie takes a fat minute for him to really either let go or not be affected by something. And honestly, I can't really blame him for the situation we went through a day or so ago now. With the whole fucking extension short-circuiting and causing electric shit going on. And plus, Louie's not even here. He has work, and my dad went out to go grab coffee or whatever with Sandra or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Plus, about that, my dad was being extremely weird about that, bro. Like, I'm talking, like, because I was sitting here watching, like, this was weird. It happened just earlier today. I was sitting here watching videos on Metal Sonic because I love his character. I don't know why I'm starting to love like all the versions of like Metal Sonic. The more back into the Sonic series I am, as the days passing by, and my dad just kind of opens the door like, "Hey, I'm a go like as silent as possible," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? Speak up! What, Dad? What are you talking about?" Because he thought I was on mic with Chris or Nick or just anybody I'm talking to, or I'm just live, apparently, even though I'm not live when I'm sitting on my bed. You know, usually if I'm live on the PlayStation, I'd be sitting in this chair gaming it up on something, but I was on YouTube so he could see that I'm not live. Sometimes my dad really doesn't know when I'm live or not live at this point, since I have no schedule, so it's like, and he doesn't like his business being out there, but I just said, "Hey, speak up," and he's like, "I'm gonna go grab some coffee," and I'm like, "You just said that. I'm not online with anybody." It's weird. Sounds like your dad wants to be more respectful. Yeah, that's true too. I could take it in an angle like that, but at the same time, you know, I just kind of it kind of felt weird to me because I was just chilling, minding my own business, just there, just plopped there. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna talk about Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles here in a minute, but it was just weird to me that even happened like that. Like, you know, you didn't just pick up normally and stuff. And I did some weird shit recently too. Like, for example, I remember Dad was on the phone. I said, "Can you please give me a water and all that?" "Where are you from?" I am born here in America, Phoenix. I have lived here my entire life that I can remember. Has your dad been crashing out lately, or is he better? My dad has been more depressed because, you know, he's at that stage in his life where he really wants to find somebody, and he just simply can't. And this isn't even just my dad type of issue. This is an issue for a lot of people that haven't found the person they want to be with yet. And honestly, I remember I talked to Chris about this incident because I felt like, I don't know, Dad explaining it to me and trying to, like a lover? Yeah, exactly my point. Exactly, a lover. A love interest, or anything. Where you from? Air hot? Yeah, it is a little hot today. Matter of fact, hello from Scotland. Aiden Brown. Yo, Scotland, UK? Hey, how you doing? What's up, bro? How you doing? But, yeah, my dad's, like, been depressed about not finding someone to, you know, love or be with, like, romantically, you know, in a long time, you know, and, I mean, and I was talking to Chris saying, I don't think I understand why Dad told me that, because to me, like, me finding a love interest, I can give a fuck less about that. You know, literally all I'm thinking about 9 times out of 10 is what I got going on, what Louie has going on, or maybe what Dad has going on. I don't give a fuck about a love interest. A love interest is, like, not even in the forefront of my mind. So I'm not thinking about getting girls, getting guys, or getting something, right? Maybe he just wanted to vent, bro. Well, no, but he just, you know, but he wants, maybe he does want to vent, but towards, like, a lover, a significant other or something. I don't fucking know, right? But, that's why I felt like in the moment, I felt like I was the wrong person to talk to at the time because I wouldn't really understand it because essentially I'm not really a guy that understands that all too well because I'm not really a guy that's looking to be in a relationship or even trying to be. I mean, mainly because I know how relationships go in the modern day, and I would rather just avoid that and you know, I don't know, it's the whole thing. Get that man to Amsterdam to do some window shopping, he'll be happy. Get that man to Amsterdam, oh my god. But I don't know, right? But I talked to Chris, and Chris was telling me, well, Alan, to explain it to you, some people don't really, like, feel complete without a significant other or without somebody in their life, you know? And, you know, he said some shit that I'm not going to talk about because it's not my place to talk about. And probably neither is this, the little dad thing, but here I am flapping my shit. Because It's what I do on YouTube sometimes, just flap my gums, talk to the camera. Because I don't know what else to do. But, well, I do know what else to do, but I just chose to get on vlog to give you all the update on what's up with us, but also talk about this shit. But, yeah, he was telling me that some people just don't feel, like, right without, like, some type of significant other or something like that, and I'm like... And after, like, a while of Chris explaining it to me, I was like, alright, I mean, I guess I get it a little more now, or I get it more now, because some people, I believe anybody can live without a significant other. It's not like a requirement, but I'm not everybody. I'm not a lot of people, all right? I'm like that I'm in that portion of people where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need that. But I do understand that there's people out there that feel like they need that. They need that for themselves so they can feel better about themselves. And Chris also mentioned that. It helps people feel better about themselves. It rises them up. It gives them something that they never could achieve by themselves. You know what I mean? I don't know. Why doesn't he just go to some bars and get some biddies? It's not that. My dad is long past that. See, guys, keep this in mind. My dad is at that age where he doesn't want sex. Because let's be real. Right? A lot of us guys in today's age, in today's space, whenever we want a woman, and I'm not saying everybody, every single one of us, I'm saying a lot of us in this day and age, and this can go for girls too, a lot of us just want a piece of ass. Or a lot of us just want the basic necessities. We don't want the fucking... I mean, think about it. Think about how relationships go in today's world, right? Most of Gen Z doesn't even fucking date in the proper ways that, like, previous generations have, before us. You know what we do? We do online dating. Or we masturbate all the time. Or, if we do get a girl, it's only temporary. Because we only want a piece of that ass. Or the girl wants the ding-dong or something. The dick or something. We don't want actual relationships. And that causes our epidemic, aka our generation, to be probably one of the most loneliest generations of all time. Because we only want the basic shit. Because we only want the tip of the iceberg, not the whole piece. What my dad is looking for is not that baby piece. Right? And my dad is looking for a relationship, and this is what I feel like whenever you get in a relationship, you should look for whenever you're getting with somebody, is the entire piece of that. Not just a piece of ass, but the entire person that you're being in a relationship with. Like, what are their hobbies? What do they love to do? How can I help them do those activities better? Let me be a part of your life. Let me genuinely want you. Not for one piece of you, but I want all of you. Let me genuinely have a good relationship going. That's what my dad is looking for. Not what most guys nowadays want. The bare minimum. Or the tip of the surface. My bro just stumbled across your channel. I wish you all the happiness and luck in life. Just know there is a plane... there's a plan in place for you, and each day you are one step closer. Good luck, King. Peace. Aiden Brown, thank you so much for that comment, man. I very much appreciate that, brother. Very much appreciate that. Hey, we all got a plan. Let's be real. We all got a plan. But none of us know it yet. And all we can do is just... You know what I mean? We just need to get ourselves there somehow, some way. True, we say a what? But that's what I mean. That's why I say it's bad. That's all we want. We need the whole relationship for it to work. That's why a lot of us just aren't in relationships anymore, because we only want one aspect instead of the whole thing. The whole piece. That's why a lot of us are lonely. That's why a lot of us can't really get into a relationship. And on top of that, a lot of the reason why we don't get into a relationship is because a lot of us are on the internet and we hear what's on the internet, and you know, a lot of us believe what happening on the internet to be true, and in some cases it is, but a lot of the time what's on the internet is over exaggerated. So since those people believe into what's going on the internet in terms of relationships and all that other sort of shit, they take it to another level and just not even want to bother with it. Because why bother getting your heart broken when I can just go play video games and go do my own thing instead? You know what I mean? I can get happiness being by myself playing video games or doing something to improve myself instead of being in a relationship. See, and the reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm working on myself. I said this multiple times. I'm working on myself to be a better person before I even think about getting a relationship. It's not because I don't want to be in one, but it's because I have serious anger issues. I could blow up on anybody who bothers me or who pisses me off. You know what I mean? I mean, in my current thought process, I have thoughts of fucking up somebody sometimes. Or people who piss me off. Or people who are really starting to piss me off. It doesn't even have to be people. I'm bashing my head in the door. I'm putting holes in walls and shit. And is that type of person really eligible to have a relationship with a man or a woman? Fuck no. I would rather be by myself to deal with that shit than have somebody be along the way just, you know what I mean? That's why I'm not in one. Because I'm not like my best version of myself. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to slowly reach that point. But I'm not there yet. And it's going to take me a long time before I even reach my quote-unquote perfect state of mind. I broke up with my ex a few months ago. It has been depressing. Maybe it's good your dad hasn't found one yet. That's my point too, right? But that's the thing. Being in a relationship or even trying to be in one is a gamble. And not a lot of men in today's space, in today's world, in terms of today's generation going into it, does not want to take that risk. Because the risk outweighs the reward. Maybe people in older generations might not see it as that bad, but for people in today's space, with today's mindset on ladies or men, vice versa, has completely changed the medium, has completely changed the game for a lot of people. And again, that's why people just don't bother today with being in relationships, because of the aspects of getting your heart broken or depression or a mix of all of that shit. It's a whole thing. Lemons knows the feeling. Yeah, of course Louis knows the feeling. I mean, shit, that's also part of the reason why I don't be in one, is because, like, you know, what Louis's been through, what my dad's been through. I don't want to do that. Fuck that. That real life examples. You know what I mean? Real life examples of why I don't want to be in one. But that's not really the main reason. The main reason is, like I said earlier, my serious anger issues and my problems. I don't want to bring somebody along for that ride and possibly fuck them up along the way. That's why I don't want to be in one, mainly. And I've always put that in my forefront of my mind about being in a relationship. I'd rather just be alone dealing with my problems than being with a significant other dealing with problems like that. You seem wise upon your years, friend, in regards to your anger. It might sound cliche, but meditation and combat sports are the best release. Honestly, getting your ass kicked and getting back up heals you. I'm not like omega wise, but I really definitely do need like some type of punching bag or something to dish that shit out. Because obviously I know it's not healthy the way I'm doing it by fucking up my knuckles. As you guys can see, my knuckle looks like a fucking golf ball. Or both of them have at a point, but one of them mainly looks like a golf ball now. And I would love just a punching bag just to fucking wail on. Or some type of dummy or something to just wail on whenever I am mad. So I can just wail on that instead of wailing on things in my general vicinity. And this can go into one of my talking points about my video game thing I got going on. I I almost today, I think it was today and multiple other times, I've realized that I almost don't want to play video games anymore. Or like just a lot of them in general, because I feel like what video games brings to me in like, or not all video games, but I feel like what is it? But I feel like video games, in a lot of ways, the ones I've played over the years, like, are turning me, it's either they're turning me into a worser person, or they're making me do things that I would not have thought about if I wasn't even doing those said things in the moment. Like, for example, like, I remember, and this is a good example, but as you can see, when I turn the camera around to my closet door, the whole reason that closet door is gone today is because I played Undertale, and I made the whole closet door fell backwards into the room over there because of Undertale. And I put a hole in my closet door because of Anton Blast. You know, punching bags and dummies are no good, bro. Taking your anger out on things that can't fight back are bad for the mind. You need to fight / a sparring partner. I remember my dad talking to me about doing sports, but I'm extremely, I don't like doing physical activities as much as it may seem. I haven't liked them since middle school, or either middle or high school, actually. I haven't really liked physical activity, sports and shit. Just haven't liked them. I don't get the idea of running or doing some sort of exercise is very entertaining for me. For some reason, I just don't find it very entertaining. Or I don't find it enjoyable. Maybe I have to experience it again, but like sometime I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole thing with me. But back to what I was saying about video games. I feel like video games obviously have made me do so many things that I wouldn't have like years prior. Like, for example, put holes in walls, put holes in doors, and I'm not necessarily learning from like any of these because it keeps happening again and again and again and again. And I've even said multiple times like, yo, like, that window looks really good right now. Like, I can just throw this whole thing out the window if I wanted to. And it's just like, at that point, if I'm threatening the damn window, because I remember the window got broken the first time, and I remember they said if that window breaks again, you're fucking out of here regardless. Like, not me specifically, but all of us are out of here specifically, for that. But, it's like that window could go like any day now. You know what I'm saying? With the way my anger is going, like that window could go at any day. No doubt in my mind that window could go any day. Like my current state of mind, I'm just one bad day or maybe not one gaming session, but like one horrendous gaming session away from just breaking that fucking window or something else in here. The fact you don't like physical activities is a great starting point. Doing something difficult / something you don't really want to do is great at building character. Yes, it is. It is for certain people, but I feel like it isn't for me. A part of me really feels like it isn't. Because usually if I don't like to do something, and this happens very frequently. If you've ever watched a gameplay video on my page before, like, it doesn't matter. If you've watched me doing a playthrough, like a let's play of something, or if you've watched me do it in parts or something, because I have gameplays of both varieties, like in parts, or like I finished the whole game in one go, right? And you'll notice every single gameplay I've ever made has had something I didn't like, and I've always reacted negatively to things I do not like, right? And this can vary between things, right? For example, I don't like feeling stress. I really hate the idea of feeling stressed or even pushed to that point of stress. I don't like it because if I get pushed, I might think of something or I might do something, right? And that stress and that anxiety builds up, right? And it builds up so quickly that, like, I'm ready to do something. It depends, right? Like, for example, Sonic CD, I fucking slammed my chair, into fucking oblivion, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I just kept punching the chair over and over again. Or, let's do a more recent example. Like, I'm about ready to lose my fucking marbles. I've broken so many discs that people love to remind me about sometimes. Or I've put holes in the wall, or I'm punching my fucking dresser out to the point like my knuckles go fucking swollen and abused. Now I can't even do anything with them, or barely anything, because like I've hit them on so much hard stuff so many times that, like, it's a whole thing. My knuckles they don't feel too good or whatever. And it's like because of stress, and my stress leads to anger, and anger, like I said, I have an anger issue, so it leads to an explosive anger that I either dish out like on things around me, maybe somebody if I was mad enough, but I haven't really gotten to that point. I always make sure to stop myself before I get to that point, because I remember my dad has made some smart ass comments over the time, and I think it was actually a few days back, actually, when he said something about, like, you're back from Zio Records getting the same old shit. It was something like that. And I was so ready to just, not like wail him, but I was so ready just to destroy his TV. It wasn't funny in that moment, because I wasn't even mad at all coming back home. I was actually chill until you said something. And then it just flipped right back to me being angry for, like, almost the rest of the night. And I was really holding myself back from really doing something that night to cause an issue, to cause a problem. That's like an example I can give, But, and also, like, when I get mad nowadays, or usually, I always think of things that happened to me prior or previously, or a situation that might happen if my anger explodes, like, I don't know, like, all the times, like, and this bugs me, because I remember, and it bugs me, and it will forever bug me, I don't know, it's just an immediate memory I remember, just to, not, like, get me more mad, but it's just a memory I have, like, in the back of my head, where it's like, I remember so many times, like, Dad felt like I was gonna, like, hit the fuck out of him, even though I was going nowhere near that point. I was just angry at the situation in the movie, and made me want to just get up and leave. But the fact, Dad, like, really felt that way and expressed that to me, and I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not a guy who has ever done that to you, so why the fuck would you say something like that in the moment to me? And that's just the whole thing, right? One, this message may be a multiple partner, so bear with me here. I will leave you with one piece of advice before I go. I love gaming, but comparing something in gaming to you don't like versus doing something, hold on. Comparing something in gaming that you don't like doing versus doing something. Yeah, and it can go hand in hand, because it's almost simultaneous, or it's actually most of the time it is simultaneous, because I don't like dealing with something in there, or I don't like what somebody said or what somebody did, and it's going to make me want to do something or react to it with either said anger or said stress or something of the sort. But again, I keep my shit real low-key 9 times out of 10, because obviously I don't want to cause something, which is what I'm also afraid of. But at the same time, I do my best to not be like my brother, which he would just outburst and let it all go and I'll walk or something or whatever. But me, I keep that shit in. That is both physically and mentally beneficial, is 2 completely different things. Walk into your local MMA/boxing gym and tell them you are a beginner, and you'll be incredibly surprised at the help. You want me to walk in? Bro, don't you have to pay like a monthly fucking thing for that? I don't have money for a monthly thing like that. Who knows? Maybe I do need a building character, and these neighbors need to stop blasting this shit, otherwise I'd blast them. God damn. But I don't know. I've never. I mean, I do have a boxing thing, but it's like over 30-minute walk from me. I would have to go near my brother's workplace to actually go do the boxing gym shit and do something like that. But since I haven't really been like physically active, I don't know. I just got rid of everything I wanted to do physically, other than like if I'm really mad, then maybe I'll do it. But other than that, people will offer you in a year's time, I guarantee you will be physically in great shape of your life, and your mind will be 100% healthier. It probably will be healthier if I did do that stuff, but since I don't have like I don't know, the idea to push that, that's why I haven't really done that, you know? And I tend to kind of opt for something like this because I wasn't done with what I said earlier. Because I looked into this, since I easily get stressed from like playing video games a lot of the time nowadays, it doesn't even matter what it is. It doesn't. I used to. This is something I used to believe. I used to believe it was the like certain types of games I'm playing. It does not matter. I've realized that now, that it does not matter what game, doesn't matter what console, it doesn't matter what it is. If it brings me even even to like a little bit of stress, I'm probably about to have a full-blown freak out about it. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even game for a long period of time anymore, you know? Like, for example, like when I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles earlier today, because I was like, I think I'm done doing like full playthrough, or not full playthroughs, but like, I think I'm done like gaming for like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, unless it's a game that brings me no stress, no anger whatsoever. Like, I feel nothing but neutral about it. Because, like I said, everything I seem to play, from platformers, beat 'em ups, all that other stuff, even with friends, that shit makes me pump out so much sweat, like, through my arms and other bits of my body, that it makes me not even want to bother with that type of medium anymore, outside of maybe playing it for review purposes and whatever, right? That's something I feel like I would just be better at doing, just playing something for a small amount of time, like I basically used to be, because this was me back in the day, right? I used to be a person that wouldn't really play video games all that much. I would either be playing with my toys, right? Because this is when I was a kid. I used to play with my toys. I used to play with my toys, play video games for maybe an hour, and then I would watch YouTube for a good chunk, because there's a lot of content creators I would watch, right? And I felt like that was a better way of doing things than how I am right now, right? Where I'm constantly playing video games for reviews. Or not constantly. It's either every day or every other day I play video games for reviews, and those games get either really stressful, that infuriates me, or something of the other, and I'm tired of just borderlining, or I'm tired overall of just being frustrated. I'm tired of being, like, angry all the time at the same type of shit over and over and over again. And there are other mediums and things I know I can do, even in my current circumstance right now, I know I could do, and that's what I've been opting to try and do instead. So that's why, like, today after Sonic 3, which was like an hour of gaming, I might not game it for like the rest of the day. I was thinking of doing maybe some voiceovers, but here's the catch with that. I was thinking of doing them earlier today because, I get really loud when I do my voiceovers and shit, and people were blasting music, so I couldn't even do like a voiceover / I didn't have any good ideas for voiceovers in my head. Voiceover / fan dubs for the channel over here in my head, so like I couldn't think of anything, so I was gonna ask you guys for voiceover ideas, but instead I kind of wanted to make a vlog kind of updating y'all on how I feel, where I'm at mentally, what I got going on, and all that other sort of stuff. But let me read your messages. Hold on, let me read 1 and 2. 3, people will offer you in... Oh, I read that one already. You seem very self-aware, and this means you are in a great position to help yourself more than people in denial about issues they have. I will check up on you in a few months, and I hope you are on a journey of self-discovery and improvement. Keep gaming, keep doing the things you love, but each day do something difficult and just try to be a better person than you were the day before. Now read all the numbered messages above in one go. Peace, brother. Yeah. Because I know that message because I remember thinking to myself so many days that I should be better, I should do better, but then I kind of, in a way, I kind of slipped back to it because like it's kind of like I would go through these discoveries all the time, like not all the time, but I would go through this discovery that maybe I should stop, but something it feels like something or someone or one thing or another kind of drags me back into that whole thing all over again in one way, shape, or form, right? And it's like sometimes, maybe some days it's better for me to be by myself and not watching anybody and just kind of do my own thing. Because it doesn't even have to be video games that remotely stress me out. It can be movies, other people's conversations, a lot of other things that can easily get me kind of stressed or maybe get my brain jogging like 5 times faster than average, right? And I just tried to avoid the stress a lot of the time by just doing nothing that would indeed stress me out and all that, which is why I'm like trying to just bleh, you know? Mistakes and regrets are inevitable, my friend. Don't dwell too much in it. Our brains are a crazy piece of technology that is very flawed. Bad habits are addictive, including anger. Yeah, exactly. I do have a lot of bad habits. Well, bad habits such as, anger and doing things in my anger. But other than that, I noticed, this is something else I noticed about my anger, right? My anger is either all there or not there. There's almost it almost feels like there's no in between. It's there or it's not there, and I notice as well, my day really depends on if I game it a lot that day or not, or if I do something extremely difficult that day or not. Like, for example, if all I did was watch, just an example, Season 5 of Samurai Jack, which I have started, by the way, and oh my god, I can't wait to make that video about Samurai Jack Season 5. Whenever I get around to finishing it. But, because right now, I think I'm on episode 3. So, a lot of shit could happen. If all I did was watch Samurai Jack that day, and didn't do any sort of gaming, didn't talk to nobody, just kind of been by myself in my own head, and just kind of stuck to what I was doing, I'm having a phenomenal day. I'm having a great day, actually, right? And let's say this, right? If I have difficulties in my days because Louis is doing something that's fucked up, or my dad is doing something that's fucking everything up. Do you smoke, bud? That description of anger sounds like me when I used to smoke regularly. No, I have never smoked a day in my life. I have never drank a day in my life. Well, actually, no. I remember I was forced to drink that one time. But that was forever ago, and yeah. But anyways, back to what I was saying. It can just kind of stem from like my day being kind of like mixed between like who's talking that mess, who's doing something stupid, or how did your day get ruined by somebody else that is involved in your life that ruined you, and now you're trying to ruin me with that energy, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, my day can go either way. And you know what? I actually learned this is my most recent lesson I've learned. I said this to Louis one day. I said, yo, dude, you know what? Whenever, our dad goes through an episode, usually we let it ruin us because we really care, it's either we really care, obviously, But we also, like, get really annoyed when Dad has an episode. And the reason I say an episode is because you guys witnessed it in vlog, like, what I mean by it. By Dad's having an episode, right? And I have so many examples of Dad having an episode on here. It's not even funny anymore. I gotta go, man. If you ever want someone to talk to, hit me up with a message. Us guys gotta be there for each other. Okay, bye now, bro. See you later, Aiden. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, bro. Thank you for the messages you provided me in stream. I'll keep that all in mind, right? And it's not even just Dad. It can be Louie having an episode or me having an episode, but you get my point. This is just an example here. I was saying to Louie, I was like, Louie, if Dad's ever going through something, let's just let him figure it out for themselves and quit trying to really think about it, wrap our heads around it, or whatever. Because if we let it ruin us, and ruin us as in, like, ruin what we got going on, we're going to be on it all day for the next few days. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That's why I'm like, let Dad take care of all that shit. If he's depressed, let him go through it, Because let him do his thing. Or vice versa. Or whatever. You get my point. That's why I'm like, just, the lesson I learned, just continue being you. I'll continue being me. I'll continue being him. And it's a whole thing, right? And we just won't get too much into it anymore. Because for years, we let it get way too into us and all that other sort of shit and let it ruin our day and ruin us as people, and it's a whole thing. Don't need to let that shit happen anymore. That's a whole thing, right? Don't need to let that shit happen anymore. Something I don't want to be bothered with anymore. But that's something I recently learned how to do, and nowadays I'm really going to try and hammer it in that I'm not going to game extremely much anymore. I'm going to take it back, and if I game it for a review, like a review video, like a my experience video, that's what I'm going to do it for. I'll still do playthroughs, but that game better be under an hour, otherwise I'm going to take small chunks out of the game and do whatever, because gaming for a long period of time does nothing for me but stress me out, makes me angry, and probably makes me want to do things. And I don't want anybody in my life to ask me to buy a game, or get a game, or do a game. Only ask me to really play a game if you want to see it for a review that's probably never going to be up on the page. Unless it's in that, in terms of like a review video or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Because I want to enjoy my life as calmly as possible and as something else as possible. I don't want it just being anger-inducing rage, or things like gaming ruins like my fucking day when I can sit back on the PS5, chill the fuck. Because, like, in retrospect, let's look at it like this. My life is extremely chill. I don't have a job, or YouTube is a job, but a lot of people don't consider it one, so that's why I say I don't have a job, I don't work, I can eat, sleep, do whatever the fuck I please, right? And I'm not trying to say this as in, like, I'm taking advantage, but this is just, it's the truth. That's how my life is. And that's how I should treat it. I shouldn't go above and beyond and fucking, game it for 7-8 hours anymore. It is not worth it for me anymore. I don't see the value in doing that for long periods of time anymore. It's not worth it outside of games that I genuinely enjoy, that do not give me stress, that, that doesn't fucking, ruin me or make me like a worse off person or something. Because I have been letting video games control me for far too long, and I need to take control back of my life. And I know there's already going to be people trying to fucking tell me, maybe in this vlog, or maybe when they watch it later, that no, gaming's never had to take over your life, but, just shut the fuck up, zip it, this is my decision. I don't care if I sound toxic right there, because I don't want to hear it, to be honest. This is something I need to do, and this is something that could work for me. You know what I mean? And I don't want people telling me otherwise. So that's why I'm trying my best, not to game it as much on things that have stressed me out, or things that do or plan to stress me out. That's why you guys notice whenever I play video games, I love the easiest or the easier experience over difficult ones. Because it's enjoyable, I can wrap my brain around it, and it's a whole thing. I like easier things. I like easier things to come by. That is just who I am as a person. I'm sorry for the blinds always fucking blind you with light and dark bits in this vlog. That's why I'm probably just going to turn on a light. I'm sweating right now just talking about all this shit right here. I'm so serious. I'm sweating my ass off just talking about all this. It's my fucking camera. My camera is sensitive to certain things. But, yeah, man. I feel like I'm just done letting it consume me. I've let gaming consume me. To be real with you guys, I've let gaming consume me for the past 6, 7, 8 years. Ever since I moved in here. You know, gaming for me as a person has took over my life. You know, playing video games with friends, playing video games by myself, you know, doing all these things, like, you know, and giving the reason why I game it for like 12 hours, like, you know, like when I did the Crash Bandicoot 4 thing, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do Insane Trilogy, but I wanted to, you know, and gaming had a really big hold over my life, so that's why I did those things. I didn't have to do those, but I did them. Because I felt like in the moment I needed that, or I needed to do it. I was legally required to do it, but I wasn't. And I think that's something. I just got home from London, but now I'm crying because my room ceiling is destroyed. Aw. Fuck, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But you get it now. This is something I must take control over, you know, and take it one step at a time, you know, just do something, like, for example, like, write notes about Samurai Jack. I kind of want to watch it now, because I talked about it. Watch season 3.
You see me for the rest of the day. I gotta go. Okay. Yeah.
Alright. But, let me see, what time is it? Is it like 4 or something? Oh, it's like 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's 3. Okay. I'll feed the baby at, probably right now? I don't know. Either right now or at 5 o'clock. 5:30. Something like that. Around there. But then again, I'm not sure the last time she ate, but... Oh, man, what a vlog. Holy shit, I was just spewing. But, what a day. Actually, you know, that kind of reminds me, actually, of my Crash Bandicoot 2 incident. I remember, like, I think I was playing it a few days ago. It was something like that. I was playing it either... What the fuck is that on the ground? I'm noticing a lot of things now. But, Pip. Come here. Come here, Pip. Come on. Come here. What? Pip. Yeah. Oh, she coming over. Coming over. Hi. 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 Hi, Pip. Hey, girl. Yeah. Hi. Come on. You doing okay, girl? Yeah. Yes. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Whoa. No, I don't want that caught on camera. But... Sorry, I just didn't want that heard on camera. But, yeah, I think it's the baby. Yeah, it's Miss Pip. But, I think that's it, yeah. For, gaming purposes and stuff, I think I'm done doing, like, long sessions. I really feel this way because, I mean, gaming has got me a lot of experience, a lot of things, doing things, but, like, man... man, like doing it on playthrough all the time, or Just doing it in general that's really stressed me out. Maybe it's and I started thinking, fun fact, I started thinking I have performance anxiety. Um, from it all because I'm performing. Not only I'm playing the game, but and I know I'm pretty bad, but I'm also performing in front of you guys, which makes the game I feel like 10 times harder than if I'm doing it out of like in terms of like review. Like I'm not streaming it, I'm not recording it, like I'm just playing the game. Uh, with an audience watching. I feel like I actually do have performance anxiety. Not only I feel like I have that, but I also feel like I have just like not like I feel like I have other anxieties too that kind of just relate to that. Like, I'm sweating constantly, like on a regular basis. It's crazy, like sweating more than usual whenever I do something. Project X Engage, what's going on? How you doing? But this is honestly how I feel about the gaming, about everything in this stream. Aiden said I should do something about it, and I feel like now should be the time I do something about it. Like maybe, I will not sell all my games. I do want to keep some. Like for example, like obviously like 3D World, Super Mario, I would love to keep. Odyssey, I'd love to keep. I mean, most of my Switch games I'd like to keep, but I feel like a big step in that is probably even giving away some of the ones that like would really fucking hurt me, dude. Or even give away my Joy-Cons, just give away my freaking Joy-Cons. Give them away. Because I'm not using them. Spare set. They work. I don't know if they have drift, but they work. Give away these blue and red ones. Random Switch Joy-Cons and all that. Give that away, or maybe give other shit away. Because I am thinking about just giving something away, and then maybe something else. I don't know what else I would love to give away. Maybe like, because I was thinking after my Sonic 3 video, I was thinking of going down to Zia Records and probably giving this and maybe Skyrim back, because after a lot of people told me that Skyrim was actually not worth it and it's a pretty difficult game even on the easiest one, I was like, I might actually like go ahead and go trade these in or just give them back and ask for some money, put the money in my wallet and just save it, and just save it for a rainy day, or if Dad needs it or whatever, or if Louie needs it. Just do something as in like give it away, or maybe just give away all my games. Maybe I'll go and do it now, some shit. I know no one's home right now, but maybe just do it, Maybe give away the Five Nights at Freddy's movie too. Why I'm at it? I mean, I know Dad gave me this as a gift, but it was kind of a weird gift that I got for my birthday, because I haven't been into the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise for a long time. I mean, I know it and I like it, but I haven't been like crazy into it like I am with like Mario and Sonic and other things. So that's why I'm thinking about just finding random stuff in my room just to kind of give away, And you know what? Maybe on vlog you guys can help me out with some ideas. I was thinking about giving away my Pro controller here, but then I thought against it and it's a whole thing. Damn, we have so many things that, like, show crap. I noticed. Like, that Louis needs to really put away, dude. Receipts. This vision stuff. Like, Louis just needs to put that away, man. So much crap in here. Crazy. But my bad for leaving you guys out there. I'm just going to continue to talk. That's what I like to do all day, or a lot of time. And this is something, actually, fun fact. I remember I was going through this a few years ago, and, Louis and my dad, they were telling me, hey, dude, and I think Chris was telling me, and other people were telling me, dude, why don't you just, like, talk to your audience more? Why don't you just, you know, you do gaming a lot less, and you talk more, you do more talking videos or more vlogs or something. And I remember back then, this was like 3, 4 years ago. So if you were there 3, 4 years ago, you would know. But if you weren't, you probably weren't there. I would say shit like, nah, I can't do that. I got a game. I gotta do this, you know. Gaming kind of helps move time along, and that's true. But at the same time, you gotta understand this is more than just about, you know, you wanting to game because you want to game. This is about your health, dude. I mean, my eye when I was playing Sonic 3 was twitching so badly that like I'm getting so angry that my eye is twitching, my hands shake from the anxiety of it all or the stress of it all. It starts shaking. Don't even get me started with Crash 4. Crash 4 was one of the greatest examples of why I should not be playing video games for longer than an hour. God, adrenaline going through my whole body as I'm walking to the shower, shaking my ass off like an uncontrollable leaf because of all the adrenaline and everything that it put me through, like mentally and physically. It's like, that's why I say Crash 4 is a difficult game to play again or even pick up because of what it did to my brain, what it did to my psyche. Punch-Out Wii is also another game that fucked me up here and got me in my body. Messed me up mentally and physically as well. Like, it messed me the fuck up, dude. Messed me up. And that's why I'm like, yeah, maybe it's about that time to stop. Maybe it's about that time not to be super into it and shit. But anyways, outside of that whole topic, we need to get a new topic going in this vlog. Fuck, I already talked about voiceovers. I talked about relationships and my life. I already did the update. I practically did everything I wanted to do in this vlog, you know? Like, I talked about everything I wanted to. You know, maybe we can visit Muff. That's something I didn't do in this vlog. Oh. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Hey, guy. How you doing, man? What's up, Muff? What's up, football? Yeah. My cat loves just to lay here all the time. Look at him. Ever since we got rid of the chest right there when I mentioned my cleaning, Muff's just been laying on the floor. He's been laying on the floor. He's been laying like outside. He just lays around and does things. He doesn't really like to play. I mean, he likes to play, but come on, play. Come on. Kitty. I gotta get him like a string or something for him to like really play. Is that a new cat? Nah, man, that's Mr. Muff, man. That's my boy. My son. Right, Kitty? You my son, right? Muff, hey. Nah, dude, he's like 15, dude. He's like Muff, my cat Muff, he's been here ever since 2004, 5, 6-ish. Ever since then, he's been a part of the family. And that's not that long after I've been born, which I was born 2002. He was born like late 2005, 2006, something around there. It's either 2000, not 2004, it's like 2005, 6, something. I think around there. Because I remember in that year, like 2006, 7, somewhere around there, like Muff just, my mom wanted, I think, a cat that Grandpa had. I had my dog since 2016. Damn, dude. That's what I'm saying. My boy Muff, he ain't no new bred cat. He ain't no baby. Though, funny story, fun fact, actually. Let me show you a little bit of my life today, since I don't really do that a whole lot. I mean, I do and I don't. Also, my bad. I know I sound scatterbrained / I'm everywhere as fuck in these vlogs. But thank you guys, alright, for 3,974, I think it's 74, maybe 75, don't know after this stream. But just thank you for 3,970 subscribers. You guys have been peaking, dude. Been subscribing constantly because of my shorts have been uploading. And not only just those, but you guys have been watching my streams. So just thank you guys for supporting the page all the time. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. Let me go to my Mr. Muff, not, I think it's Mr. Muffins and Pippa show. It's either one of those where you guys get to see, like, my other cat, Chi-Chi, over 10 years ago, when she had babies underneath my mom's bed that she was taking care of, that I was watching, for a bit, for some reason, for about a minute. Not giving babies, but she was, like, supporting her babies, more like it. There's also, like, a time period in my life where is it? I think it's on. God, I gotta remember the channel. I think it was on Busty's Panther channel that I had a lot of those Muff videos, like early Muff videos I used to do and stuff. I can't believe this channel is over 10, 11 years old now. Like all those videos are like 9, 10 years ago where I would do some of the stuff I do today. Congrats. Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. But mainly, the reason, what is that profile picture right here for the Muffins and Pippa show channel I used to run? I told my homie Chapatos Choppy to sub. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you, man. That cat right there, this cat has a sad story. But I remember Muff did not like him. That's why he's looking at him like that. Like, get the fuck away from me, you mutant thing. But it's one of Chi-Chi's babies. I love this little kitty to death. I love this kitty to death, and I even named him Baby Muff because, you know, he's black. I don't know why, but I have a thing for black cats. I love black cats. They're my favorite type of cat to have. And love and give kisses to and just be like, yo, what's up? You're my homie now. But I love this cat to death. I was taking care of him. I swooned that little baby Muff. I swooned him so much. Maybe more than regular Muff. Maybe more than big old bear outside. But I remember one day my mom said we couldn't keep him because we couldn't have too many pets. And it turned to a whole thing. And I remember one of the most fucked up memories I ever have or had is the fact that mom made a decision with dad without me there. Let's get rid of Baby Muff. And I remember fucking hating that shit. I didn't get to say my last goodbyes to him or anything. They just gave him away. They gave him to grandpa saying we can't have any more pets. You know, maybe take them back to your place. And basically what grandpa did was basically took care of them, fed them every once in a while, waited till they all grew up, let them go. Let them go in his mountains and shit. So they can go off, catch their own food, go out, be themselves, like wild cats, basically. And I never got to see my Baby Muff ever again. But every time I would go up to my grandpa's house, I would always have an arc of trying to find either Chi-Chi, the mom of those cats, which I also named her Chi-Chi, off of Dragon Ball Z, funny enough. I also wanted to either find some of the babies that Grandpa had to take back to his home, aka Baby Muff was one of them, and I've always had a goal to try to find Baby Muff to see if he can remember me, and they're probably all gone now. Like, there's a high possibility, because I never saw any of them again, except for one black cat I did see, but I wasn't sure if it was Baby Muff or not. Like, Baby Muff as a grown cat, and it was a whole thing. But I never saw that precious little baby ever again, and that profile picture is the only thing I have left to reminisce on Baby Muff and my life with Baby Muff and stuff. Even though he wasn't Muff's cat biologically, I still called him Baby Muff because that was a homie. I fell in love with that little guy immediately. I kind of wish we kept him out of all the cats, so that way I can grow up with Baby Muff and Big Muff. You know, and I would have loved both of them equally, if not maybe a little bit more on Baby Muff or something, I don't know. I don't know how it went, but I'm just glad I still have Muff now, and, you know, he's just old as fuck. He's one of my oldest little, man, I'm about to go grab him, just go hug him. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm about to go get him. I don't feel right anymore, y'all. I don't. Give me my son. Come here, son. Here. Nah. No. Yeah, I know. Come here. Here, Dad. I want to hold you for a bit, alright? I love you, man. I really do. Oh, you okay? Hey. You good? Ah! It's okay. Alright. Alright. I love you, man. I really love him, man. I love you, boy. Hey, Edie. One more kiss. Thank you. I love you, baby. Okay. Come on, let me give you a kiss. I love you. Yeah. See? He's even purring at me right now. He loves me. I think he's cleaning me, actually. Because he's treating me as a kitty, too, or something. I don't know. See? And he loves being held by me. That's one thing I also noticed as well. Here. There you go, bud. That's one thing I noticed as well about him is... What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. What the fuck did Dad buy now? I thought Dad was done buying shit. What is that? I guess my dad bought something. That knock was quick as shit. Dude, they knocked like this, look. Fucking left. They knocked like... I almost didn't hear that bitch. But, Pip's old too. She's like 13, 14. It was FedEx that knocked. It was FedEx that knocked floor and shit. Because they were like, we got a package, a whole thing. Something about trying to fix a return or something. Oh shit, I shouldn't be stepping on the cord. I keep stepping on it because I keep making that mistake. But, who was the dog that passed away? Snickers was our dog who passed away. Snickers. Our little boy Snickers. We had a lot of dogs in our life that passed away. Peyton, Oscar, Toby, just to name 3. Pineapple, Oliver, which are 2 cats. Smokey's another one. So, like, we had a lot of pets that passed away in our time. Like, for example, I can't remember how Toby passed away, but Oscar passed away due to, like, his stomach being, I think he, like, either overate or something that kind of murked him. Peyton died, I think, due to, it's either old age or, actually, no, it was something that went horribly wrong in surgery, or she just didn't have a whole lot of time to live. Toby passed away, I think, to something in his gut or something that made him pass away. My other cat, Waffles, passed away because of, he basically fought off a cat, and that cat was carrying something on him that was extremely poisonous or something, and that in turn killed Waffles slowly. It didn't affect him right away, but later on it affected Waffles to the point it ended up murking him in the end. And Waffles lost, or Muffin, Mr. Muff, lost his older brother in that process, so he lost him. And honestly, I miss all of them. I miss all of them. They could have all lived up to this point, no cap. If they all didn't have that unfortunate shit. Smokey died due to either a wolf or something getting him late at night. Picked him up, scounged him up, and all we got was his collar back. That's why I'm like, Jesus fuck, dude. I wish all our animals didn't pass away at all. We would have been animal fucking kingdom if none of them passed away the way they did. But Snickers passed away because of his balls. His balls were infected and they were getting worse and worse. His his sickness was getting worse and worse for Snickers, and that's why he ended up passing away. On top of that, Dad had the opportunity and could have paid a fat amount of money for Snickers, but he chose not to for some reason. And that's why Snickers is infection, because he also was an infected pup. Snickers, he had a tooth infection that kind of spread throughout his entire body, and his balls ended up being like the spot that ended up being one of the worst things on the planet, and ended up murking Snickers later down the line. His infection was way too much, and he passed away due to his own infection, or he just passed. He was going to pass away, and that's why you also heard him do those weird noises in one of my Roblox videos, because he was just aching in pain all the time, and I really feel bad for that baby, because I remember when me and Louie were doing the Broly voiceovers, like for Second Coming, and we just got done recording like part 9, and Dad gave us the news right then and there that Snickers passed away. We had to put him down, because there was nothing we could have done for the pup, and that devastated me. I remember that day. I have a vlog of it. I think it was like vlog like 120. It was either 120 or 120 something that me and Louie received the news that he passed away, and it was a whole thing. Let me actually go to the vlog. I don't like talking about this vlog. There's a lot of vlogs in here I don't like talking about. But shit, it happened. Actually, I don't even think it was vlog. Might have been vlog 100 something. Because I remember I did make a vlog about it. Oh, it wasn't even 20. Did YouTube take it off? Or maybe I passed it up. But I remember I vlogged about it. That's why I'm like, which one was it now? Vocals effed up. Yeah, 40, 43. 40, 41. Hot Hero 125. Huh. Sticker was suffering. He had to go. He had to go. Sucks to say. Yeah, he was. And I didn't want him living. I really didn't want him, like, living. Living through any more of that shit. I really did not want that. For him. I didn't. I know that sounds effed up. But, like, sorry. It's just, I didn't want him suffering anymore. Because I remember it was back in May. Yeah, it was back in May, so what the hell? See, because this is, it happened this year. PODP? Punch Out Definitive Edition is BS. I remember that. Where is that? I swear to God, what the hell? Oh, Muff annoys me there. Waking up to Pippa. Huh. I swear, what happened to that vlog? It was vlog 61. Vlog 61 was the video I lost Snickers. I found it. And that's crazy because the vlog right before that one, vlog 60, dealing with Snickers most of the morning because he was annoying me or something. Or that was 11 months ago. My dog went away 11 months ago today. Or not 11 months ago today, but May 7th was the day I lost Little Man. 2024. And I had the same haircut too when it happened. So we're coming up on nearly a year since we lost Snickers. January, February, March, April, May. Literally next month will be a year since we've lost Little Man. God, I'm gonna hate that. I already hate that but I think that, fuck that shit, dude. But I hate that. I don't like that. But yeah, that bothers me. That's already been near. It's already been near a year since we lost him, man. It doesn't even feel like that though. Love saying Little Man, dude. Ugh, I miss that man, dude. Because I remember my dad has so many photos of him and shit. I don't have that many photos. And I don't think I showed him on video, like, a lot. Because I remember, like, my dad's number one rule, like, back then, or just even now sometimes, was to not film, a lot of what he had going on in his life. Right? And that also came down to, like, Pip and Snickers to an extent. I could film Muff all day long, because my dad doesn't give much of a fuck with that, but he did give a fuck whenever I did film, like, Pip and Snickers sometimes. I would try my best not to film them all the time, but if they were, like, in my general vicinity when I was streaming, I might have showed, like, even just earlier in this vlog, I showed Pip. But, back then, like, it was, like, more, I try my best to not show them, like, too much. You'd probably hear me say, hi, Pip, like, down there, like, whenever I'm talking to them, like, you know, when I'm playing a game, like, Roblox, or something else, or whatever, it's like, hey, you know, I'm talking with them down there. It wouldn't just be, like, showing them and all that other sort of shit. That'd be a whole thing. But, yeah. Yeah, I think it is time for me to change up my life a little bit, you know, pop a cold one back here, because my brother did crazy shit when he got paid last week. My brother got me, like 12, 13, because I went back to soda for a little bit, but I'm only getting, like, sodas, like, 0 sugars, and all that others. I don't know why it does that noise, but I'm getting 0 sugar Sprites and all that other sort of stuff again. Are you working out? No. I hate I hate working out. I hate doing a lot of physical activities. It's not because of like other people doing it or something, but I just never liked physical activity. You know, I know, how am I saying that? And I'm not like 5,000 pounds right now, but it's like for me, I've been working out a lot. You will see changes. Oh, I will? I mean, that's what's up. I know a lot of people around me loves to work out, but I just never liked the idea of working out and becoming like a workout guru. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I've always didn't like about people who work out, you know, when they, I mean, I get it to some extent, but at the same time, it's like when they show it off like every single day, like when they show off every day, every 7 day, like, guys, look at me, muscle week 1, where they show like big ass muscles every day, just showing it to show off, like not trying to just show it in terms of them making progress. It's more of them showing it off, saying, look how big and strong I am. This is me now. This is the definition of me. And I'm like, becoming a fucking workout bro, becoming a fucking workout dude just so you can show it off on social media like 24/7, 7 days a week, really shows that you didn't do it to change yourself. You did it to get more clicks on your Instagram or your Twitter page, my dude. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say everybody who works out does that, but I'm just only talking about those who purposely do that. You know? Who purposely, who do that shit on purpose, knowing damn well what they're doing, what they're getting themselves into, and all that other sort of shit. You know, like they have something to prove or something. When it's like, nigga, when you work out, you want to work out to make yourself feel good. Not so you can get clicks, but for yourself to feel good. And this is one of the reasons why I just never worked out right, like I said in this vlog earlier too, is because of that. Is because of just me just not liking the idea of doing push-ups, sit-ups, and sit-ups all the time. I don't like doing that all the time. Sure, I can go out on jogs and runs, but that's like, or walks, like long walks in hot weather or something to sweat out the crap, but I don't like doing it extensively, like lifting weights and doing all that other stuff. I don't like doing that. That's why like workout and physical activity for me hasn't really been like a big focus. And usually whenever I do something that's big focus, like whenever I played Wii Sports and I would have to forcibly use my arms and do jabs, my arms after the session of doing Wii Sports swinging like this and whatever. Can you do a push-up? No, I cannot. I can actually not do a push-up. This has been like a fact that's known and also not known about me for years, because I remember every time I did a push-up, I would do it either wrong, like, for example, I would do a push-up, but I would do it either wrong or not, like, fully correct, and it's a whole thing. Like, I remember doing push-ups in vlogs, previous vlogs, trying to do them, and I would always do them wrong, or I would always do them improperly, and I could just never do one. And then, let's say I get in the right position to do one and stuff. Like, for example, I don't know what the right position or... Well, I mean, I do know how to do it because I've seen a lot of videos, but I don't, like... For example, like, I could like, do it, like, I don't know. I could be in the right position, right? Get down here, but I could never lift myself back up. Whoops. That's the reason why I don't do push-ups, is because I can't lift myself back up. In any way, shape, or form, I can't do that. And that's why I don't do push-ups. But I can do sit-ups and shit. Sit-ups, jumping jacks, jog around for a bit. I can do that stuff, but I can't really do push-ups and whatever. And I never cared to really do push-ups and all that other sort of stuff, because I just don't care about working out. I don't care about my physique all that much. I don't care. The only reason I would care is if I was 5,000 pounds And I would really need to use some shit to get rid of some weight. But look at me. Like, I'm not trying to say my physique is perfect, but if you look at me, I'm not really all that fat. Like, even with this, like, small belly I got, right? I'm just a little chubby on the belly. That's it. Everything else, I'm fucking skinny. Look. Skinny arms. Practically skinny belly. I have a belly, yes, but I don't have, like, a belly that's, like, right here or something. Or, like, here or something. I don't have a belly that big. I'm pretty nice, actually. And I don't mind my physique all that much. You know? Sure, I may play around with Louis when he pats my stomach or something for a joke. And I'm like, what, I'm fat? And, you know, I did that to Chris, too. But I know I'm not actually fat. You know? Just a little chubby on the belly, that's it. Other than that, I haven't gotten, like, much bigger than that. You know? Bigger than this. Much bigger than this. Even on my forearms, I haven't really gotten that much bigger. On my forearms and shit. Louis can do a push-up because, you know, he goes to work and does retail service. But other than that, I think he was better than me at push-ups anyway. But again, that's to me not giving a fuck about my physique. I think what I'm at is okay. If I can lift the shit, cool. But, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be, like, super motivated to do any sort of workout thing or whatever. Maybe one day, maybe I might give working out a shot, like a proper workout a shot. But I don't like how tired I get afterwards or how sweaty. Because it just reminds me of how I used to play, like how I played Wii Sports. Bro, once you get older, your bones will get weaker, so it's good to work out. No, I know that, but it's like still, I'm like, there's no real push for me, man. You know what I mean? It's not that I gotta be motivated to do shit. It's just that I gotta have the will to do it. And working out is not one of my strong suits. It's not really one of my big wills, if you will. Like, it's not one of my things I would push on myself to do. And, you know, you can probably factor in laziness, but mainly it's just because I haven't liked it since I was younger. Haven't liked it since I was a kid. Maybe I would have liked it when, you know, and I like doing a lot of physical activities with my friends, but I didn't like it, like just doing it, like, for myself and only myself specifically. I mainly would probably work out or do it if I had friends or whatever that did it, and maybe you might bring me to a fucking gym room and maybe work out. But outside of that, I don't think you're ever doing that. So I won't really like push myself to be on it every other day of the week. But oh man. Whew, what a day though. Holy shit. I feel like I'm pushing myself right now, knowing how I am. What the fuck? Oh, he put himself in a pickle. Dude in the car in there. Put himself there. But type shit, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I will do it later on. I just can't guarantee it. And this isn't me saying no to working out forever. This is just me saying that in the moment. Like, as in, like, right now. Like, I don't feel like working out right now, but maybe one day I will feel inclined to doing that. Because the possibilities are fucking endless here, man. You know what I mean? And who knows? Like, because this is something that, you know, my other parts of my family wants to do certain things that involves, like, different types of animals and shit. And I'm like, who knows? Maybe I'll have to get bulky or pretty strong if I want to do shit like that. So who knows? Maybe working out will be in my future. Or maybe I'll become naturally strong to, you know, to test those times and shit. And I'm not saying I'm the strongest, but I'm saying I'm pretty alright. I think I'm okay. Not the strongest dude in the room or anything. If you put me in fucking rooms of a body fucking builder or something, I'm like a twink in comparison. But I'm something. I'm something when I want to be something. But, oh man. I don't hear a lot of music, so maybe I could do a voiceover of something, but I need to think of an idea. Like, what would...
because I did the Cooler movie for a dub. I did the Broly movie with my brother. I'm wondering what would be another good Dragon Ball thing to voice over, or just something new to voice over. You know, that I can actually put up on my page and monetize it or something. Or not just monetize it, but just do it to do it, you know what I mean? Like the Smash Brothers dubs and stuff, you know. Maybe I could do the World of Light. Like opening cinematic where Galeem murks everybody or something. Or whatever. It's the whole thing, maybe? You know, I don't know. The whole thing. Maybe we could do Smash Ultimate dubs, because those would be small and brief, since there's not really many cutscenes of all of them, you know, doing anything. But, I think I'm done with, this vlog, really. I spent an hour 30 talking, and this is what, like, Louie and my dad would want me to do, you know? Yeah, I might be done just gaming it for, like, an hour, you know what I mean? Maybe I should just focus on just maybe watching stuff a little bit more and playing a lot less. Playing Dead Rails and getting harassed by my friend Jaden. Funny enough, I just saw you on Dead Rails because I was getting on Speed Sim. But, yeah, I'm thinking of actually slowing down. And I'm thinking this time around I want to stick to slowing down on gaming. Just slowing down. Because I'm older now, and, you know, I don't want to get gray hairs from this shit. Or, you know what I mean? I don't want to, like, get, like, really bad stuff to me, like, happening to me on a regular basis, because of, gaming. And, you know, gaming... Again, I know I brought it up way earlier, but it already had done that, and I don't want that being the rest of my life. You know, I don't want to be screaming at the top of my lungs at video games forever. I want to do other things, you know what I mean? Like crossword puzzles or something that's different that I can use as a skill outside of putting a controller in my hand and saying, play the damn game. You know what I mean? I need to brighten my horizons a little bit and just do something else, you know? Like, for example, you know, going on walks. That's a good thing that I do. You know, not, like, and also I notice when I go outside, right? I go outside and I don't use my iPhones to just listen to music and blast that shit. I actually go outside and let my thoughts like go on in my head and maybe speak them out loud sometimes. But most of the time when I am outside going to either Zia Records or Zia Records or wherever I want to go, I mostly just relax, keep a calm head, relaxed mind a little bit, and I just don't let it, like, ruin me, you know what I mean? Like, I just go, deep breaths, walk it out, talk it out if you need to, you're good, you're all good, you're better now, don't feel bad, you know, for what you got going on in your life, what decisions you make. They're all behind you. This is present day stuff, you know? So don't feel too guilty. Don't feel too bad. Handling things the way you want them handled, you know? AKA how you play a video game or how you make your next video or whatever. Just relax, go with the flow. And I feel like I should really start doing that more, because if I emphasize on just going with the flow and relaxing a lot more, like, how many times, this is a good thing, how many times will I sit there and rage for you guys on a regular basis in a week? Some weeks it would be like 2 to 3 times a week on stream. Sometimes it'd be more than that. Sometimes it would be once. And I'm trying my best to mitigate my moments of rage by just having moments of silence and peace, you know, and calmness. But shitbags want to blast outside and everything. And I'm trying my best not to think about it, but that's exactly what I mean. Like, try to stay calm, reserved, not think too much about it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It's been an hour 40. Long enough. Long past long enough. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share the video with your friends. I'll see you guys next time in the next vlog that I decide to do. I don't know when I will do another one, but I just want to let everyone know I'm okay. I'm living my life. The electric spark shit won't happen again. I'll try to make sure it doesn't happen again. And I'll be way more on my toes with that. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, do all that stuff. God bless you all. Hope you guys all have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. And, you know, be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. If you guys want to talk and watch videos and do all that stuff, do that stuff, man. Just don't stress each other out, man, because we only got one life here on Earth, you know, before we ascend, and stuff. So, take care of yourself. Treat yourself right, you know. Before anything, make sure you treat yourself good, because if you don't treat yourself good, how the heck are you supposed to treat others good, you know? Anyways, that's my lesson of the vlog today. Deuces.